Why is it silent? Why is it silent? It's silent because your mom fucks bitches. So, I had cameras where I lived a while ago, and I lived with someone, I should say I lived with someone who had cameras. And, well, actually before that, someone was fucking with people's cars, so I set up a camera in a window and realized how addictive it is to be able to actually have another set of eyes, really. But I really didn't realize how awesome it was until I lived with somebody that they actually had multiple cameras and a display that you could see from all over the rooms, the main area. And he wasn't a drug dealer or anything, it's just he was kind of in a bad neighborhood. So, and he had his cameras where he had them positioned, they're in plain sight. It's not like they were hidden, so it kind of worked all around. God, I hate the sun, man. Why does the sun got to be so goddamn irritating? But I never really had my own video system. Until this place we live now. Because I never felt like I had a reason to. But my neighbor, well, actually a lot of neighbors, the backside of our complex, or whatever you call it, our condo village, whatever. It's retarded. The backside of all of our shit. It had, let's see, out of the four places that are back there on that one wall in two buildings, 3 of them got busted into, and one of them was our neighbor. Is all 3? The fourth one didn't, but he's got he happened to have a one of those targets when you go to the range. He had one of those up on his back door, and you could tell what it was and see the holes, and it was obvious, even though it was facing inward. So I guess maybe they could have opened his gate or jumped his fence in the back and saw that and were like, nope. But the first one that got broken into was my neighbor, because that neighbor is on the back side of the building, right on the wall there, was totally out of the way of everything. It's very unlikely anybody's going to see back there unless it's someone that lives there. And if you're paying basic attention, you can easily tell when people leave and shit. So it's pretty much free shit. So that, well, I mean, I didn't really realize that until after my neighbor got broken into. And I was like, nope, fuck that shit. So I got a camera system. Because ours is a little more visible. A little teeny tiny bit more visible. All of our sides pretty much face a Walmart. The back of a Walmart. But the side of a Walmart where there's the pickups and all that shit. So there's always people out there when the sun's up. And when the sun's down, there's always more than one person home. So there's that. But, oh shit. Oh no, Southern. God damn it, Eric, you asshole. I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. I'm not even the slightest bit awake. Speaking of which, I need caffeine. We'd quit buying soda for a few months. But I was having a darker. I'm always pretty depressed, but there was a couple months there I was really not feeling it, and I'm like, I'm buying soda. That makes me feel a little better. It does make me feel a little bit better. It does. Why? I don't know why. Probably because my body uses it for something, because it's been given so much of it. It's probably addicted to it. I don't know. It's comfort food, that's for sure. But anyway, back to the cameras. So even though I was like, I'm getting a fucking camera, I was still 100, because the neighbor that got robbed, they come down the sidewalk there, and my cameras, they're gonna face everything out there. I was like, so I asked them, I let them know I was gonna get a camera, and they're like, cool. So I got a camera, and there's 3 of them that face outward. One of them is on the inside the porch, and because that's every single approach. You cannot get in our house without being seen on camera. So unless you tunnel in through the roof, in which case, I mean, do it. How ballsy that would be. God, I hate the sun. But anyway, so, and then as time passed, the cameras I got, they were cheap seats. They were 1080p, and they were pretty good. They did the job. I got footage of some people walking around. One of them was obviously cased and everything. When he walked by the first time going down the sidewalk, he was looking at windows and looking at doors and shit. And then when he came back, looking at windows, looking at doors. And then he saw the camera, and the look on his face said, oh shit. And so, but nobody recognized him. He never came back after he saw the cameras. I never saw him anyway. No, I don't think so. I fast on the weekends. There's always a time on the weekends I get bored, and I play through all the footage, and I do it at 16x, 16 times speed. So I don't really care. The previous cameras, they had sections where like you could block out the leaves and shit, and it wouldn't record a whole bunch of motion for no reason. The current camera, I have that shit blocked out. There's no reason, there's no motion, but it doesn't matter what sensitivity I set it to, it just records all day. It records nonsense. So before, I would go through all the footage in like 10 or 20 minutes for a week, 16 times speed. It would be no problem. Well, except for my stupid meth head ass motherfucker neighbor was decided to put a shop outside, which is against the HOA rules. I'd like to know how many fees they got, but that's all. Anyways, so they fuck me over for money and meth heads and beat their kids and beat dogs and shit. So fuck them. I do hope they get fines. But anyway, so somewhere down the line, that first camera setup I had, it started getting staticky, and the image would roll, and it was distorted, and it was fucked up. It was still fine. It still did the job. It wasn't distorted enough that you couldn't still see people and make sure that, shit wasn't fucked up. But it was obvious it was headed to worthlessness. So, is this, what's it called? Broadway? Southern. Am I just totally retarded? Is it on Southern? It must be, because I turned down Broadway. Anyway, I'm going this way. So I got the second camera setup I got held 8 cameras, even though I used 4. I was gonna hook up the ones that worked still from the other one onto this one, and I still might. But those still cover 3 on the outside, 1 on the porch. So, you know, again, no matter which way you come in, and if you fuck with the cameras on the outside, the one on the porch will catch it. No problem, no problemo. Oh, it's so much better. So, and those are 4K cameras. It says it's 4K, but I can't tell the difference. And you can't export video from it. So, in the other one, you can save videos and cut sections, and, you know, like a fucking video camera system. All of them, all the video DVRs do that. Not the one I got. Not the one I fucking got. You can back it up. That's it. It's like, what do you do with the video then? Like, what the fuck, dude? It saves the video, but you can't export it or nothing. The web interface, the actual interface, the cell interface is the worst thing I've ever used in my life. And I've talked to them about it, like, hey guys, this is seriously bad. And their name is Zosi, Z-O-S-I, Zosi. Worst shit. It's not even the cheapest shit. There's like 4 levels lower. There's like 5 or 6 levels higher, but I know there's 4 levels lower of cameras, so I don't understand how this could possibly be that bad. Oh, anyway, it makes me very angry. So anyway, is this my place? There's a strip mall here. I don't remember the Village Inn, but I don't ever look for Village Inn. Oh, it's right there. All right. So before I started this video, I fucked up. And I put in an order for Taco Bell. And I went to pick it up. And I put it in for the wrong Taco Bell. But it doesn't matter because they're both on the way to work. So it's not that big of a deal. Ain't that big of a deal, bruh. Oh, I'm a dumbass. On these videos, you will find 6,248. Wait, 6,248. Now I guess 6,249 examples of I'm a fucking idiot. Especially on the morning ones when I'm definitely not awake. But when I got the new ones, the oldest daughter next door, when I was talking to her mom, the oldest daughter's like, see, you got new cameras, and she looked at them, and she just looked uncomfortable. It's like, what the fuck, man? If you guys aren't comfortable with the cameras, I'll get rid of the cameras. But I'm so used to having them now, I didn't say that out loud. But I would never have got them if it made anybody uncomfortable. I mean, I would have got them, but I would have set them up only inside, which I think is kind of shitty. But I have cameras inside now too, but that's a different story. That's further along in the story. But I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable, even though we're all on cameras all the time anyway when we're outside. It's kind of annoying. And there's other neighbors that have cameras now too, I've seen. I don't know if it was because I got mine, they were like, oh, we can have cameras, and they got cameras. But they stashed theirs. I put mine right in the open because I want people walking by that don't belong there to see that, hey, look, there's cameras. But they stashed theirs a little bit more. So shit.
Hi, how are you?
Pretty good.
What can I get for you?
A mobile order for Eric Smith.
I don't have an Eric Smith. I have an Eric R-V-M-E-R.
Oh, Reimer? That's what's in their ass? Okay, yeah, that's right.
Alright, so the 3 steak hash brown burritos with sour cream and a large kickstart?
Yeah, can you make the kickstart with no ice?
No problem. And then, you want any sauce with the order?
No, that's cool.
Alright. Go ahead and pull forward.
Thank you. Reimer. It's in there as Reimer. I wonder how I did that shit. So I'll just say Eric. I must have logged in on a different account. But so I've got the 4K system outward looking, and then I was, you know, if you have internet and all that, you probably get calls from people trying to upsell you and all that shit. I see you have this, and this, but we have this, and this. You want to upgrade? You know, sometimes they'll even give you better deals, and usually it's more expensive for shit that I don't want. But I had the phone service, and they could that for some reason they called me for that. And then while we were talking, they're like, I asked about, they've got this thing called Home Life, and they have, I gotta move this, son of a bitch, Home Life, remember that, that's where I was.
Kickstart, we'll have it right out, okay?
Okay. I just completely zoned out. Looking at this temperature knob and wondering if that just needs buffed or cleaned or dusted. Thank you. You too. So Home Life, I was asking about what the fuck? I was asking about Home Life. Harrier jump jet decal on the back of that, fully armed. Decal, it's decal. So we were talking about it, and he's like, "Oh, there's a deal in here," because I wasn't on that list for him to call and try and push it. So I guess he didn't think about it. So he's like, "Oh, there's a deal on here that it comes with, well, the base unit comes with 1 camera, 2 door sensors, which we only have two entry doors, so that is beautiful. 1 camera, 2 door sensors, and a light that you can control from your app." So I was like, "That's cool, bro." So we got that shit, and the price is, it's funny because we had a landline with Lily, for Lily to have just a phone to call to get her used to being able to dial numbers and all that shit, even though it's kind of pointless because now she has a cell phone. It's a whole nother story. So we had the landline, which is stupid because I wanted a landline in case shit happens. And then as we got it, I realized I'm dumb. And if shit happens, the landline isn't going to be there because she might as well make Facebook or whatever calls, because that goes through the modem, and the modem takes electricity, And if you're not old enough to know this, all the phone lines before were self-powered. So you just plug it into the phone line, and then you would be able to use the phone if the phone lines were up. And the power lines could be down, the phone lines would be up. It was very rare because the phone lines went to the ground, and the power lines had, they run down the poles in most places in Tornado Alley, which doesn't make any sense. Here, the majority of the neighborhood poles or the wires are underground because there's no tornadoes here, so why would you put them above the ground where they could get damaged all the time by tornadoes if there's no tornadoes? It's completely backwards. But anyway, it does look much nicer not having power lines fucking everywhere. But anyway, so the whole reason I got it in my head was, if shit goes down, power goes out, cell phone lines are flooded, she'll have a landline to make a call on. But it's not a landline, it's a VoIP line is what it was. It was not a landline. And I price checked for landlines, and if we're even wired for landlines, which I doubt we fucking are, it's more, so much more. It's like, okay, because they probably have to charge more just to maintain the motherfuckers. But that's okay. No butthurt here. A little bit of butthurt. So now that unit, the internal unit of the Cox Home Life thing with one camera and one controllable light now has 5 controllable lights, 3 cameras, and just the 2 door sensors. I thought about window sensors, but who cares? That's a good thing I didn't, because I open them all the time. And the funny thing is, got it set up. See, I've got the outward looking camera set up to back up all the shit to a web server, which sounds awesome. And I thought, cool, there's a way to export it. But no, it's not video that it's uploading. I mean, it is video, but it's backup of the footage it records. It goes pretty much instantly, like a few seconds, and shit starts uploading. And if it gets cut off, it's not like MP4s or whatever. If you don't upload the whole thing, it doesn't work. It's however it works. Because I tested it by unplugging it and shit, and seeing what it uploaded and seeing how it worked. It seems to work fine. I'm kind of impressed by it. And then it can look at whatever got uploaded, and it can be imported. Oh, I needed to turn there. What is wrong with me today? What the fuck is wrong with me today? How am I going to be at work? How the fuck am I going to be at work? Oh shit. So busy making fun of myself that I didn't notice the goddamn lane goes away. Lucky the car that I see in my rear view was watching me, probably with the look that she should have on her face of this guy's an idiot. I probably should give him a lot of room because he's gonna fucking do stupid shit. And I had dreams last night that involved wrecking cars and shit. So I mean, I hope that's not an omen. But anyway, so I don't buy Zosi. That's the moral of the story. Do not buy ZOSI. Just don't do it. Just don't fucking do it. My coworker has cameras by Arlo, ARLO, and his are impressive as shit. His are awesome. Export easy, always works. The mobile interface has options and works and functions, and you can do everything on it you can do on the DVR, and it's so nice. That's what I'm getting next. There's really no contest. That's what I'm getting next. It's $100 more expensive, but I would pay $300 more just to have a 4K camera system that goddamn works and is minimally functional. I hate the sun. I hate the goddamn sun. I would turn if I was sure there wasn't a car right there. is that? Is that water spray or is that a car exploding? Oh. So weed's up for legalization right now. Oh, the Cox one uploads videos all the time. It takes a few more seconds, but actually has a really good live stream. The Cox app is even better than the Zosie app, but the Cox, I'm sure, has infinitely more resources to dedicate to make sure that they have shit that works and is nice. But whatever. But anyway, this is nicer to drive down than Guadalupe. I should have done this. I should do this instead of Guadalupe. Guadalupe! Guadalupe! I'm so white, I apologize. It's funny. White pride. Da, 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 da. I'm fucking proud to be white. Or what? You're proud to be lame? I've met a lot of people from a lot of different races, and if there's like, okay, here's rank this way, this way, this way, rank this one by who's lamest, I'm like, a white person's lamest. Next question. There's not even a question. That is a badass dog. I don't know if you can see it in the gray vehicle in front of me. Hi. You're a pretty dog. Pretty dog. Pretty dog. That's so pretty. Fuck, that's what I want. I want a German Shepherd. Pretty ass motherfucker. That's a pretty ass motherfucker. I'm looking at the dog. Excuse you. Oh, you had to get over. My bad. I didn't see any of that coming. I was looking at said dog. Fuck white people is what I'm saying. Even though I'm white, but I mean, I had no choice. There's a reason why white people are aligned with mayonnaise and ranch dressing. Okay? Not peppers and none of the interesting stuff that has flavor. No. Flavorless, bland, can't dance. Yes, there's exceptions to the rule. White bread motherfuckers. It's a me. Mario's not white, he's Italian. Can't call Italians crackers, can you? Yeah, yes you can. My bad. Cracker means slave driver, and any race can be a slave driver. There's the beautiful doggy. There's the beautiful doggy. He's so pretty. Maybe that's a Great Dane. So pretty. Look at his ears, though. Look at his face and his ears. It's like a German Shepherd. I don't know much about dogs. I'm gonna be honest. I just know that's a badass looking, beautiful dog. Look at his hair on his back, whatever it's called, his mane or whatever. It's fucking awesome. What are you doing, dude? You alright? I love that dog, and I've never met it. The funny thing is I fucking half of this shit that's not stories, just blurting out random shit while I'm driving. I do that no matter what. If nobody's in the car, if somebody's in the car, so I might as well tell stupid stories I get completely sidetracked 600 times in the middle of. I might as well do it and record it. I might as goddamn well. I'm late. I fucked up a million different ways. I'm fucking late. But I think I'm over about an hour right now for the week in total because of yesterday. I got there super early, made up for Monday, and then got on track with time. And then I was there late because I had shit to do. And then I ended up over. And now I'm late and I'm eating into that overage, getting back down to normal 40. Because as I understand it, we're still not supposed to get overtime. So I'm trying not to get overtime. And I'm sure I know what I have to do today. I don't know what the orders are, but I know what I have to do outside of the orders. And goddamn, if I feel like I'm probably going to be there until 5. I'm supposed to be out before 4:30, but I'll probably be there till 5 or 6 today too. Because I want to get, I've got returns and shit to process, and some of them are not ready to process, and I need to ring some bells like, hey motherfucker, this motherfucker talked to you about this, and it's already been returned, and it's been sitting here for a month, and they should get credit for it. So I can't do that on my own. I already do more than I should on my own. Like, I mean, from a corporate standpoint, you're not supposed to be doing as much as I'm doing anyway. And I'm not going to add that to it, because that's putting it in order and billing it is one thing, but also giving credit, I think that's way over the line. And I think I'd get in trouble if I went that far. And purchase orders, I don't do that shit either. I think it's funny, the one time I didn't open a purchase order. I changed the line item. There was a line item that needed to be increased because they overshipped us a lot, and it's something that they always do, and I don't have time for that shit. What the fuck? Oh, I thought the lane went away. This is 3 lanes the whole way now. What are you talking about? And I went in and changed it to what we needed it to be for us to receive it. And what I didn't know was there were line items on that were vendor directs, and it canceled the old PO and started a new PO. What the fuck is this? And someone from corporate emailed my boss at the time and was like, "Who is Eric Smith?" And he's like, "What? Why?" And they told, and I didn't know that's how it worked. So I don't touch POs anymore. So I'm gonna eat now. So bye.